Connecting minds across the globe. Welcome to Easy Insights Radio.
Imagine you are standing in a busy coffee shop.
Right, a really busy place.
Yes, very busy. You are waiting in line, and, well, you feel good.
You feel ready.
Exactly. You studied English for 3 hours last night.
Wow, 3 hours.
Yeah.
That is a lot.
It is. So your head is full of new words, hundreds of new words.
Break dictionary.
Right. You know the word for coffee.
Okay.
You know the word for hot. And you know the word for sugar.
So you feel very prepared.
You feel totally ready. But then, it is your turn.
Oh no, here it comes.
Yes. The person behind the counter looks at you. They smile.
And they speak.
Right. They say, "Hi, what can I get for you today?" And suddenly, well, nothing happens.
Just total silence.
Yes, complete silence. Your mouth is closed.
Your heart beats very fast.
Like incredibly fast.
Yeah.
And your hands feel wet. You have all those words in your head, but you cannot find them.
They're just gone.
Gone. You try to speak, but you are completely frozen. You just stand there, and you look foolish.
It is a terrible feeling.
Yeah. It really is. So why does this happen? Why does your brain do this to you?
That is the big question.
Right. Today, we are going to find out exactly why this happens, and we will find out how a very simple daily habit can fix it.
Yes, we can stop it completely.
We really can. Now, before we go deep into this topic, I need to tell you, the listener, something very important.
Yes, a very important rule for today.
Today's deep dive is special. This deep dive is made specifically for people who are learning English.
That is right.
Because of that, we are doing things a little differently today.
We are going to speak very slowly.
Yes, very slowly. And we are going to use simple English.
Like short sentences.
Exactly. Short sentences and very common words.
We want to respect your learning journey.
We know that, well, listening to fast native speakers is really hard.
It is too hard sometimes. We want you to understand every single idea we share today.
Every single idea. So we will keep the language simple, but the ideas will be big and very important.
Really important.
Okay, so what is our mission today? We have a fascinating topic.
We are looking at research from a study.
Right. The study is called The Architecture of Thinking in English.
It is a great paper.
It is. So our goal today is to learn how you can actually speak English in your real daily life.
Not just in a classroom.
Exactly. We are going to talk about how to truly think in English, and we will look closely at why so many smart people fail and just, give up too early.
We are not talking about passing a big grammar test today.
No grammar tests.
And we're not talking about reading old, difficult books. We are talking about real life.
Real life. So let us jump right into the big problem. Why do people freeze in the coffee shop?
Why do learners fail?
Right. It starts with a huge mistake. A mistake about what people expect, and a mistake about where they put their focus.
Yes, the expectation trap.
The expectation trap. Let us talk about expectations first.
It is very dangerous. Look, think about the internet.
Okay. Good morning.
You open your phone, you see an
I
advertisement.
see those all the time.
Right. A man is smiling, and he says, "Learn to speak perfect English in just 7 days."
Oh, yes. Or you see a video, and it says, "Become fluent in 1 month with this secret trick."
Exactly, those videos.
I mean, they look so good. The people in the videos look so happy. So I watch the video, and I think, wow, I can learn English next week.
But that is the trap. People believe those videos.
They really do.
They start studying. They want incredibly fast results. They think language learning is like turning on a light switch.
Click.
Right, click, now I speak English.
But it is not a light switch.
No, it is not at all. Real language learning is very slow.
Very slow.
It takes a lot of time. So what happens? A person studies for 2 weeks.
Only 2 weeks.
Right, then they try to watch a movie in English.
And they do not understand the movie.
Exactly. They do not understand it. They feel angry. They think, I studied for 2 weeks. Why do I not understand?
They feel like a failure.
Yes. They think they are not smart enough.
But they are smart.
They are very smart. Their brain is working perfectly. Their only mistake was believing the internet video.
Right. Their expectation was just wrong.
That is it.
That makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
If you expect a fast result and you get a slow result, you feel bad.
You want to quit.
Yes, you just want to quit. So expecting fast results is the first big mistake. But the research points out a second mistake.
A much bigger mistake.
Yes, I think this one is even bigger. It is about how people study words.
This is huge.
People focus almost all their time on single words. They just memorize words and they ignore sentences.
This is a major issue. Let us look at the difference between words and sentences.
Okay, well, let us do that.
Many learners treat English like a math test.
A math test.
Yes,
Yeah.
they think, if I memorize 3,000 words, I will win the game. I will be fluent.
Oh, I see. They make flashcards.
Right, flashcards.
On one side is the word drink. On the other side is the word in their native language.
Exactly.
They flip the card. Drink, water, want, table, chair. They learn hundreds of these single words.
But here's the problem. Learning words like that is just a memory game.
A memory game.
It is not communication. Think about a computer.
Okay.
A computer can store millions of words on a hard drive.
Yes, it can.
But a computer does not speak. It just holds data.
Right. It is just...
When you just memorize single words, you are turning your brain into a hard drive. You are storing data.
And English is not just data. It is about talking to real people.
Exactly.
It is about sharing a joke or asking for help or buying that cup of coffee.
Yes, you cannot really communicate with just one word.
No, you cannot.
Imagine you walk into a restaurant,
All right.
you sit down.
Okay, I sit down.
The waiter comes over, you look at the waiter and you just say, water.
Just water.
Yes.
Well, the waiter might bring me water, but it feels very rude.
It does.
It feels like a robot is talking. It is not a real conversation.
Right. It is survival, but it is not real communication.
Hmm.
But what if you know a small sentence?
A small sentence like what?
Like what if you could say, I want to drink water, please?
Yeah.
Or I need some help. Or I go to work early.
Those are very small sentences, but they feel completely different.
They are different because they hold a complete thought.
A complete thought.
Yes. If you know these small sentences, you can talk to anyone.
Yeah.
You can explain your feelings. You can share a story.
Sentences give you true power.
They really do. Single words just sit in your head doing nothing.
Wait, I need to push back on this.
Okay, push back.
Is it really a bad thing to learn single words first?
Wow.
Because, look, when I was a child in school, my teacher gave me a vocabulary list every Monday.
Right. Schools do that.
20 new words. I studied them every night. On Friday, I took a test. If I spelled the words right, I got a good grade.
Yes.
Every school does this. Why are you saying it is bad?
Look, I am not saying words are bad. You need words.
Okay, so words are good.
But studying only words or studying words first without sentences creates a massive problem in your brain.
A massive problem.
Yes. Let us try to picture it. Think about building a house.
I like building things. Let us talk about a house.
A word is like a brick.
A brick.
Yes, a heavy red brick. It is a very good thing to have. You need bricks to build a house.
Okay. A word is a brick. I understand.
Now imagine your vocabulary list. You study every night. You learn 1,000 words.
1,000 words.
In our picture, that means you go to the store and you buy 1,000 bricks.
That is a lot of bricks.
You bring them home,
Well,
you dump them in your yard,
Uh,
you have a huge pile of bricks.
I have my big pile. I look at it. I feel very proud. I have 1,000 bricks. I am doing a great job.
You feel very proud, but then dark clouds come.
Oh, no.
The wind blows. It starts to rain very hard. It is cold.
I do not like the rain.
You need to stay dry.
Hmm?
So you run over to your big pile of bricks. You try to hide inside the pile. What happens?
Well, I get very wet and very cold.
Exactly.
A pile of bricks cannot protect me. I cannot live in a pile of bricks. I cannot invite my friends to sit with me in a pile of bricks.
No, you cannot.
It is just a messy pile on the ground.
Right. A pile of bricks is completely useless for living.
Useless.
To make a house, you have to put the bricks together. You need cement.
Cement.
You have to stack them up, one by one, to build a strong wall. In the English language, a sentence is the wall.
A sentence is the wall.
Oh, I see.
You take the word I. That is your first brick.
First brick.
You take the word want. That is the second brick. You put cement between them.
Okay.
You take the word water. Your third brick. You stack them together. I want water. Now you have a small wall. It works. It does something.
The wall keeps the rain out.
Yes.
The sentence gets me the water. This is a powerful way to think about it. If you just have words, you have nothing you can actually use.
Nothing at all.
So to the person listening to us right now, think about how you study.
Yes. Think about your desk at home.
Do you have a notebook full of single words? Are you spending hours just collecting bricks?
If you are, it is okay. You have good materials.
But you must stop just collecting. You have to start building walls. You must focus your time on learning small sentences. The sentences are where the real language lives.
This sounds so clear when we talk about bricks and walls, but knowing this theory is one thing. living through it is different.
It is very different.
I want to tell you a story about my own life. I want to tell you about how I tried to collect bricks and how badly it failed.
Let us hear it. Personal stories show us how the brain really works.
Well, years ago, I decided to learn a new language. I was very excited.
That is a good feeling.
Yes, I wanted to be the best student. I bought a big, expensive notebook. I bought special colored pens.
So getting ready.
Yes. Every night after work, I sat at my table for 2 hours. I wrote down long lists of words.
You were working very hard.
I worked so hard. I learned words for food, words for animals, words for clothes.
Just lots of words.
Yes. I covered the left side of the page with my hand and I tested my memory.
Right.
When I remembered all 20 words on the page, I felt amazing. I felt like a genius. I really believed I was ready to talk to people.
Your brain's hard drive was full of data.
Yes, my hard drive was completely full. So I took a trip. I went to a city where people spoke this language.
Very exciting.
I remember walking out of the train station. The sun was shining. I felt confident.
You had your words.
Right. Then I saw a man looking at a map. He looked confused. I thought, this is my chance. I will use my beautiful vocabulary.
This is the moment.
I walked up to him. He looked at me, smiled, and asked a very simple question. He just asked, "Hello, do you know where the big museum is?"
A very simple question. You knew all the words in that question, right?
I knew every single word. I knew where, I knew is, I knew museum.
So what happened?
When he finished speaking, my brain just stopped.
Wow.
I stood there looking at him. My mouth would not open. I could not make a sound.
Nothing.
I was sweating. The man waited for my answer. 2 seconds passed. 5 seconds passed. It felt like an hour.
Oh, that is so hard.
Finally, I just looked at the ground and walked away quickly. I felt so ashamed.
You experienced the deep silence. The freezing.
It was terrible. I went back to my hotel room. I looked at my beautiful notebook and I wanted to throw it out the window.
I completely understand why.
I thought, I am so stupid. I studied for 100 hours and I cannot even say the museum is over there. Why could I not speak? I had the bricks.
Look, this is the most important part of our whole deep dive today.
Okay, tell me.
Listen closely, because I need to explain the mechanics of why you froze. You did not freeze because you were stupid.
I felt stupid.
But you are not. You did not freeze because you did not study enough. You froze because of how the human brain processes information under stress.
Stress. Explain my brain to me. What was happening inside my head in that train station?
Well, when you study alone in your room, you have zero stress.
Right, it is quiet.
You have lots of time. You can look at a word for 5 minutes if you want.
True.
But a real conversation happens in real time. Real time means right now, instantly.
Right now.
When that man asked you a question, you did not have 5 minutes. You had 1 second to answer.
1 second. Real life is fast. People do not wait.
Exactly. Now, your brain wanted to say, the museum is over there. But because you only studied single words, your brain did not have a ready-made sentence.
No ready-made sentence.
Your brain had to build a wall from zero, right there on the street.
So my brain was digging through my huge pile of bricks.
Yes. This is called cognitive load. It means your brain is working too hard.
Working too hard.
Your brain searches your mental dictionary for the word the. Go ahead, it finds it. 1 brick.
1 brick.
Then it searches for the word museum. It has to look through all your food words and animal words to find the building words.
Oh, that takes time.
Okay, it finds museum. 2nd brick. Now it has to remember the grammar rules to connect them.
And while my brain is doing all this heavy lifting, the man is just staring at me.
And that stare is the problem. When someone stares at you, you feel social pressure. You feel stress.
I felt a lot of stress.
When you feel stress, your body releases a chemical called cortisol.
Cortisol.
Cortisol is the panic chemical. It makes your heart beat faster. But cortisol does something else. It literally blocks the memory part of your brain.
Wait, stress chemicals block my memory?
Yes. When you panic, the door to your mental dictionary closes.
It closes.
So your brain is trying to build a puzzle, but the puzzle pieces are locked away. The cognitive load is too high. The brain crashes, just like an old computer.
Like an old computer.
You cannot build the wall fast enough. And the result is total silence.
Yeah.
You freeze.
Wow. That completely changes how I view that memory. I was not stupid. My brain just crashed because the load was too heavy.
Way too heavy.
I was asking my brain to do too much work in 1 second.
But imagine if you studied differently. Imagine if you did not learn single words. Imagine if you learned ready-made small sentences.
Ready-made sentences.
If you practice the whole sentence, the museum is over there.
If I practice the whole sentence, it is not a pile of bricks anymore.
No, it is one big, solid block.
A solid block.
When the man asks the question, your brain does not search for the, and then museum, and then is. Your brain just grabs the one big block. The museum is over there.
It just grabs the block.
The cognitive load is very low. It is easy. You do not panic. There's no stress chemical. You just open your mouth and speak.
No searching, no building in real time, no freezing, just speaking.
Yes.
This makes so much sense. I remember staring at my long vocabulary list, thinking it was my best friend. But that list was my enemy. That list caused my silence.
The old method of memory tests creates the freeze. Every time.
So, to you listening right now, think about your own experiences. Have you ever felt this way?
Think about it.
Have you ever felt that horrible freeze? You stand in front of someone, you know the words are hiding in your head, but your mouth is completely silent.
Your heart is racing.
You feel embarrassed.
If you have felt this, please hear us clearly. You are not alone.
You are definitely not alone.
It is a completely normal biological reaction. Almost every person who learns a language from a book experiences this freeze.
You are not alone, and you are not stupid. And the best news is, we can fix it.
We could definitely fix it.
We can stop the silence, but to stop it, we have to change the way you interact with English every single day.
We have to change the daily patterns of your mind.
So I am standing there frozen. How do I fix that? If writing lists of words leads to silence, what breaks the silence? How do we build these big, solid sentence blocks in our brain? We need a real solution.
The solution is found in the title of the research, The Architecture of Thinking in English.
Thinking in English.
You cannot just study English for 1 hour a day and then forget it. You have to invite English into your normal daily life. You have to start thinking in English.
Thinking in English. That sounds really hard. When I try to think in a new language, my head hurts.
It sounds hard because people try to think about complex things. They try to think about politics or science in English. That is too heavy.
Yes, way too heavy.
We need to use incredibly small, simple thoughts.
How small are we talking? Give me an example of a small thought. Let us walk through a normal day. Start at the very beginning.
Okay, let us start in the morning. It is 7 a.m. You are in your bed. Your alarm clock rings.
Oh, okay, the alarm rings.
You open your eyes. The room is a little cold. You want to stay in bed. What is the very first thought in your head?
Usually in my native language, my first thought is, oh no, I'm so tired. I do not want to get up yet.
Right. It is a natural thought. But starting tomorrow, we want to change that thought to English.
Change it to English.
We want to force your brain to use a small English sentence the moment you wake up. You open your eyes and you think, I am sleepy.
I am sleepy. That is only 3 words. It is tiny.
It is tiny, but it is a complete sentence. It is a wall. It is a solid block. You think, I am sleepy. I want to sleep more.
I want to sleep more. Another small, perfect sentence.
Yes.
So I am lying in bed, the sun is coming up, and I am purposely thinking these small English sentences. I am not looking at a book. I am just living my morning in English.
Exactly. This connects the English language to your real life, not to a classroom. It connects the words to your real feelings.
My real feelings.
Let's keep going.
Yeah.
You get out of bed, you walk to the kitchen, you make some breakfast, you sit down at your table, you eat some toast.
I am chewing my toast. I am drinking my tea.
What do you think in English while you chew your toast?
Well, the toast is warm, so I could think, this is good, or I like this food.
Perfect. This is good. I like this food.
Yeah.
Simple, direct. You do not need difficult grammar.
Just simple words.
If you feel empty in your stomach, you think, I am hungry. If you need a drink, you think, I want coffee.
Wait, I need to stop and ask a real question here.
Sure.
If I am a learner, I am probably thinking, this feels way too easy. Is thinking I want coffee really going to make me fluent? I feel like I need to study harder, not just think about toast.
I understand why it feels too easy. We're trained to believe that learning must be painful.
Yes, like hard work.
But the power of this method is not in how difficult it is. The power is in the repetition. The power is in doing it 50 times a day, every single day.
Doing the same small thing again and again.
Let us talk about how the brain learns. The brain builds physical paths, like paths in a forest.
Paths in a forest.
If you walk on a path once, the grass grows back. But if you walk on that path every single morning, the grass dies. The dirt becomes hard. It becomes a permanent road.
A permanent road.
When you think, I am sleepy, every morning for 30 days, You build a permanent hard road in your brain.
So it becomes automatic.
Yes. Your brain learns that English is not just a test subject. It is a real tool for living. The brain gets comfortable forming these small sentences quickly.
Let me try an analogy. Imagine you have a special pair of glasses. Not sunglasses, but magic language glasses. Let us call them your English glasses.
English glasses, I like that image.
When you wake up, you put your English glasses on your face. Suddenly, everything you look at changes. You do not see the world in your native language anymore.
You see it in English.
Yes. You look at your cup of coffee. Because you are wearing the English glasses, the sentence, "I want coffee," just pops into your mind automatically. You look out the window at the sky. Through the glasses, you instantly think the sky is blue.
That is exactly how it works.
Yeah.
You are training your brain to react to the world in English.
React to the world.
You see a dog running in the park, and you automatically think, that dog is fast. You feel the hot sun on your skin, and you automatically think, I am hot.
You do not translate.
No, you do not translate from your native language. The thought just arrives in English.
It is like a physical reflex. Think about when you go to the doctor. The doctor takes a small rubber hammer.
Yeah.
He hits your knee. What does your leg do?
Your leg kicks out. You do not decide to kick. It just happens.
Exactly. It is a reflex. You do not have to think about it. We want English to become a reflex.
Right.
When the man at the train station says, "Hello," we want your brain to automatically kick out the sentence, "Hello, how can I help you?" No panic, no dictionary searching, just an automatic kick.
And the only way to build that automatic reflex is to practice thinking in small English sentences all day long. Not for 5 hours at a desk, but for 5 seconds, 50 times a day.
So I have a direct challenge for you, the listener. Can you do this?
It is a good challenge.
Tomorrow morning, when you wake up, before you check your messages, before you put your feet on the floor, can you do one small thing? Can you think one sentence in English? Can you think, "I am sleepy," or "I want coffee" in English?
It is a tiny challenge. It takes 2 seconds.
But it is your most important homework. Just one small thought. And then, when you eat your lunch, think, "This food is good."
Yes.
Put on your English glasses. Try to see your house, your street, your food in English. It is a very small change, but it is the beginning of a massive transformation in your brain.
It transforms you because thinking in English is the quiet, safe step. It happens completely inside your head. No one can hear your thoughts.
No one can hear you.
No one can judge your grammar. It is totally safe.
But, well, we cannot stay quiet and safe forever.
No, we cannot. A language is meant to be spoken. A language needs a voice. We have to move from the quiet inside to the loud outside.
The loud outside. This is where the method gets very interesting and a little bit weird.
A little weird, yes.
Thinking in English is the quiet step. Now we must look at the loud step. The research is very clear about this. To become fluent, you absolutely must speak out loud. But here is the surprising part. You do not need another person.
You need to talk to yourself.
Talking to yourself. Let us explore the strange magic of talking to an empty room. Because when I first read this, I thought it sounded crazy.
It sounds crazy to many people, but even if you live alone, even if you never meet an English speaker, you can and you must talk to yourself out loud. You must use your physical voice.
Let us really explain why this is so powerful. Why should I talk to my bedroom wall? Why is it better than talking to a real person?
Think back to your story at the train station. When you talk to a real person, especially a native speaker, there's massive social pressure.
Massive.
You want them to understand you. You want to sound smart. You do not want to look stupid. This fear of judgment creates stress. And as we learned, stress causes the freeze.
Yes, the stress chemical locks the memory.
But when you are alone in your bedroom, there is zero pressure. The walls do not care if you use the wrong verb.
The walls do not care.
Your mirror does not care if your accent is bad. Your bed will not laugh at you.
Yeah.
You completely remove the social fear.
Okay, I remove the fear. That is good. But I am still just talking to myself. How does that help me learn?
It helps because speaking is a highly physical action. We often think language is just a brain activity, but it is not.
It is physical.
Yes, speaking requires muscles. Your lips, your tongue, your throat, your lungs. They all have to move in very specific ways to make English sounds.
That is true. English has sounds that do not exist in my native language. I have to move my mouth in strange ways.
Right. And if you only read books, your mouth muscles never get any practice. They remain weak.
Weak muscle.
So when you finally try to speak, your brain might know the word, but your mouth trips and falls. The muscles literally do not know how to move. When you talk to yourself out loud, you are doing physical therapy for your mouth. You are training the muscles.
So it is like going to the gym, but it is a gym for my tongue and my lips.
Exactly. You are lifting small English weights. You walk around your house and you say out loud, I am opening the door, I'm walking to the kitchen, I'm holding a cold glass of milk.
Yeah.
You are speaking real physical sentences.
And I am also hearing my own voice. Is that important?
It is incredibly important. When you hear your own voice speaking English, something magical happens in your brain.
What happens?
Your brain starts to accept new identity. It starts to believe, oh, I have a person who speaks English. This builds deep confidence.
But wait, I have to play the role of the nervous learner here.
Okay, go ahead.
I understand the gym for my mouth. I understand the confidence. But if I'm walking around my kitchen saying, I am holding the milk out loud, my family is going to think I have lost my mind. My wife will ask who I am talking to. It feels so embarrassing to talk to yourself. Is there another way?
I understand that feeling completely. It feels very weird. You feel silly. You might even laugh at yourself the first few times you do it.
I probably will.
But I want to tell you a secret about language learning. Every single person who has successfully learned a second language has done this.
Really? Everyone?
Yes. They just do not tell people about it because it is a secret, weird habit. They talk to themselves in the shower. They talk to themselves while driving their car alone. They mutter English while walking the dog. The weirdness is a necessary step on the road to fluency.
So, to the listener, embrace the weirdness, accept that it feels strange, go into your room, close the door so your family cannot hear you, and speak.
Tell yourself what you're doing.
I am sitting on the bed, I am looking at the window. Every time you push air through your throat and speak a small sentence alone in your room, you are building a physical bridge.
You're building a bridge from the silent inside of your head to the loud outside world.
And the most beautiful part of this empty room is the mistakes. Mistakes made alone are completely safe mistakes. If you look in the mirror and say the wrong word, you do not turn red, you do not sweat.
The mirror just looks back at you.
You notice the mistake, you fix it, and you try again. No fear, just pure, safe practice.
Safe mistakes are the only way humans learn anything. A baby learns to walk by falling down 100 times in a safe room. You learn English by making 100 safe mistakes alone in your house.
This is so clear now. Stop collecting single words. Learn small, solid sentences. Think those small sentences quietly during your daily life and speak them out loud to train your mouth muscles.
It's a very simple formula.
It is simple. But that brings us to a harsh reality. If the method is this simple, why do so many people still give up? We see it all the time. Millions of people start learning English every year, and millions quit. Why?
That is the biggest question of all. Knowing the method is not enough. You have to have the right mindset to survive the journey. Learning a language is a marathon. It is not a short run.
Let us look at why people quit. The research identifies the main reason people stop too early.
They stop too early because they fall back into the expectation trap.
The expectation trap again.
They expect fast, exciting results.
Yeah.
They do the method we just talked about. They think in English for a week. They talk to their mirror for a week.
And then they turn on a TV show in English and they still do not understand the fast actors.
Exactly. And because they do not see huge, immediate success, they get frustrated. They say, this mirror method does not work. I am quitting. They forget the golden rule of language. English is slow growth.
Slow growth. The research points out 3 pillars of success. 3 things you must have to survive the slow growth. Focus, confidence, and effort. Let us break these down. First, focus. What does focus really mean in this context?
Focus means picking one simple method and sticking with it. Many learners suffer from shiny object syndrome.
What is that?
They buy a heavy grammar book. They study it for 3 days. It feels hard, so they drop it. Then they download a new language app on their phone with flashing colors. They play with it for 2 days. They get bored. Then they watch 5 different teachers on YouTube.
They are constantly jumping around. They never settle down to do the real work.
Exactly. Focus means you stop searching for a magic trick. You say, I am going to think in small sentences and I am going to talk to myself every day. And you do that one thing for 6 months. You do not change your method every Tuesday. You trust the process.
So focus is loyalty to the method. The second pillar is confidence. Now, this is tricky. How can I feel confident when my English is full of mistakes? I feel weak, not confident.
That is a misunderstanding of the word. Confidence does not mean believing you are perfect. Confidence does not mean you know all the grammar. Confidence simply means you refuse to stop when things feel difficult.
It is mental toughness.
Yes, when you have a terrible day, when you forget a simple word, the weak mind says, I am stupid, I quit. The confident mind says, today was bad. I made mistakes. But that is normal. I will try again tomorrow. Confidence is knowing that mistakes are just stepping stones.
I love that. Confidence is the courage to be bad at something until you get good at it. The third pillar is effort. When I hear the word effort, I imagine terrible hard work. I imagine sitting at a desk until midnight, sweating, drinking coffee, trying to memorize a whole book.
And that is exactly how people burn out. The research is very clear on this. Effort here does not mean massive study sessions. In fact, studying for 5 straight hours on a Sunday is a terrible idea.
Why is it terrible? More time is better, right?
Not for the brain. The brain has a limited buffer. Think of it like a small bucket.
A small one.
If you pour a little water in, the bucket holds it. If you pour a whole hose of water in for 5 hours, the bucket overflows. Most of the water spills on the floor. Your brain throws away all the extra information, it gets tired, and it starts to hate studying.
So all that sweating and hard work is mostly wasted?
Yes. Real effort means small daily practice. It means consistency.
Small daily practice. 5 minutes in the morning, 5 minutes in the afternoon, 5 minutes before sleep.
That is it. Thinking I am sleepy is effort. Describing your breakfast out loud is effort. Taking 5 minutes in the car to talk to yourself is effort. The magic is not in how long you study. The magic is that you do it every single day without missing a day.
But I want to tell you how it feels for the learner. It feels really discouraging. You put in the daily effort, you talk to your mirror, but weeks pass and you still feel clumsy. You cannot see the progress. You ask yourself, is this invisible work actually doing anything?
It is the hardest part of the journey. You cannot see your brain changing. It is invisible.
It reminds me of learning to play the guitar. Have you ever tried to play a guitar with steel strings?
Yes, it is very painful.
Exactly. On day one, you press the strings and your fingers hurt terribly. Your skin is soft. You practice for 10 minutes. The next day, you look at your fingers. They look exactly the same, but they hurt even more. You practice again. A week goes by. You look at your fingers. They still look like soft, normal fingers. It feels like nothing is changing. You want to quit because it just hurts.
But something is changing.
Right. Underneath the skin, a hard layer is forming. A callus is growing. You cannot see it with your eyes. But the body is building armor. One day, a month later, you press the string and it does not hurt at all. The invisible work became a physical reality. English is exactly the same.
That is a perfect way to look at it. You cannot look in the mirror and see your English brain growing. You cannot measure it daily. But every time you think a small sentence, you are building the mental callus.
You are doing the invisible work. So, to you, the listener, I want to reassure you. If you feel like your daily practice is not doing anything, do not give up. You are building the callus under the skin. You are growing right now. Just by listening to this deep dive, you are understanding English sentences. That is real progress. Do not stop playing the guitar just because you cannot see the hard skin yet.
Trust the invisible growth. It takes time to build a strong mind.
We have covered a huge amount of ground today. We've explored the dark, muddy waters of freezing in public, and we have found a very clear, simple path out of that mud. Let us bring all of these powerful rules together so you can carry them with you.
Rule number 1, stop relying on single words. Words are just loose bricks. They cannot protect you.
Rule number 2, focus on building walls. Learn and practice small, complete sentences. I want water. The museum is over there. Sentences are solid blocks that your brain can use instantly under stress.
Rule number 3, change your daily thoughts. Put on your English glasses. Connect English to your real life. Think small thoughts when you wake up, when you eat, and when you rest.
Rule number 4, move from quiet to loud. Train the physical muscles in your mouth. Talk to yourself in an empty room. Embrace the weirdness and make safe mistakes where nobody can judge you.
And finally, survive the marathon. Have the focus to stick to this one method. Have the confidence to make mistakes and apply small daily effort instead of exhausting 5-hour study sessions. Trust the invisible growth.
As we come to the end of our deep dive today, I want to share a very important reflection with you. When I was struggling, when I walked away from that man at the train station, I had a very dark thought. Millions of learners have this exact same thought. They think, if I cannot speak perfectly, I should not speak at all. If I make a grammar mistake, people will think I am stupid.
It is the voice of perfectionism, and it kills progress.
It does. I want you to know that this thought is a complete lie. Perfection does not exist. Even native speakers stumble over their words. Even native speakers use the wrong grammar sometimes. Communication is not about being perfect. Communication is about connection. Every small step you take is a victory. If you look at a waiter and say, "I want coffee," with a terrible accent and bad grammar, You know what happens.
And get the coffee.
You get the coffee, you communicated, you won. Do not let the desire for a perfect sentence steal the joy of a good, small sentence. Celebrate your small wall.
Every small sentence is proof that you are growing.
Now, we have some work for you to do. The research leaves us with 3 powerful questions. We want you to think about these questions after you take off your headphones today. Think about them while you are cooking dinner or while you are riding the bus.
Question 1, be honest with yourself. How are you actually learning English right now? Are you just collecting a big pile of single bricks?
Question 2, where do you usually give up? When things get difficult, do you lose your confidence? Do you quit because you expect too much, too fast?
Question 3, what is the biggest mistake holding you back? Is it the fear of looking silly? Are you afraid to talk out loud to yourself in your bedroom?
Think deeply about these questions. Being honest about your mistakes is the very first step toward fixing them. If you change your daily habits, you will change your brain. You will stop freezing in the coffee shop. You will find your voice.
The journey from silence to speaking starts with a single, small sentence.
Before we go, I want to leave you with one final thought, a thought to carry with you into the night. We talked a lot today about the conscious brain, putting on the English glasses, deciding to talk to the mirror. But the brain works on many levels if you follow this method. If you force your mind to think, I am sleepy and I want coffee every single day while you are awake, you are planting deep roots in your subconscious mind.
You are changing the foundation of your thoughts.
Yes, you are. So ask yourself this, if you do this quiet, simple work every single day, training your brain and moving your mouth, how long will it take before your mind absorbs the language so completely that you finally have your very first dream in English?
When you dream in English, you will know the language is truly yours.
It is a wonderful milestone to aim for. Keep doing the daily work, keep building those small walls, accept the weirdness, and talk to yourself. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive today. We will be right here with you, cheering you on. See you next time.